they're gonna start calling you Karen.
Where? The teachers can call me Karen. That's acceptable. They're adults. They're my peers. A child cannot call me that.
They're not gonna mean your name now.
Nope.
Yeah, well, fuck you and fuck them too. That shit is not funny.
It is really funny.
It is not funny.
You know what's funny? Getting mad about it. That's funny.
I think I get
And
mad
then now people are gonna poke you, just like your own friend did.
Well,
They're gonna poke you because they know you, and you're taking it seriously, and they're gonna keep it going.
but I think
because it's funny.
it's not funny because it really does have real life.
Not here, not for us. It doesn't.
Not in this particular situation.
On Facebook, maybe, but
No.
For us in the world, it really is not gonna
Really?
happen.
Because where we're going, when they found out that a person was named Karen and was going to be a coordinator, they did nothing but dog the woman, and so much she didn't end up coming.
Yeah, no, but isn't that...
That's so petty and
if
childish.
that person was going to be a manager, then they should have been able to manage. You know what I
Petty and
mean?
childish.
Well, I mean,
Why would you walk
there
into a
is-
hostile
there
environment
is
like that?
petty and childish, and then there's how you deal with petty and childish. You know what I'm saying?
But why, as a person, would you want to walk into an environment you already know that's hostile?
If you're a manager, every environment can be hostile. Every interaction could be hostile in dealing with other adults, dealing with parents. If you can't deal with that, then you damn sure shouldn't be a coordinator. I mean, you shouldn't be. That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like your main thing is dealing with teachers, then dealing with parents, and dealing with students. If you can't deal with that, and you can't deal with somebody just kind of poking fun at you like that, then you shouldn't be in that position. I mean, there is the how you deal with people at work, and you're their manager, and how you deal with just people like, say, on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's a totally different thing. I mean, you can fight all you want with those people on Facebook, but when it comes to work, and it comes to dealing with other adults in your field, and then you walk in and you can't do your job, man, please, then you should not be here. You ain't ready. You ain't ready for this kind of responsibility.
No.
Because when I walk in,
it is.
I mean, it's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you tend to take on the persona of that authority, that person that is going to take control, and it's a totally different thing. It's not like you don't sheepishly walk into that situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just not the same thing. So no, that's just like when people come into their classroom and they come in on their belly, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, like the scared puppy. They come in and it's like, no, the students will eat you alive.
Yeah, they will. It's starting tiny.
And I walk in, I might already be there when they get there, and I've already said good morning to everybody and all that kind of stuff, but as soon as it's time for shit to start, usually the way that begins is the door slams. I close the door. But the door closes a little bit harder than just closing the door.
Yeah.
Because now it's begun. It's just an auditory indication that whatever you're doing now, it has just ended.
Yeah.
You know. And I do it all the time, and it's not even anger or anything like that. It's just a thing to mark the time of you coming in and talking to your friends and hanging out and all that kind of stuff to the time where work is now going to start, because we don't have most of the schools that we've been in, there's no bell, there's no line of demarcation for the students. It's just teachers starting to talk. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, you're either gonna talk louder than them.
Please shut off the water.
Talk louder than them and yell on top of them to get them to go, or you're going to have to do something else. And I just choose to make it the door. But like I said, after that, then it's I'm in control of this space. And a lot of students, when I was teaching, it would scare them because it would be like, what the hell is going on here?
Right?
You know,
Is he angry?
but no, this is where we are. It's business. This is our business. And once they got used to it after the first couple weeks or whatever, then all of a sudden it's like the door closes, we begin.
Right.
And it's understood. The door closed, we begin. And then sometimes, a lot of times, what would happen is sometimes throughout that lesson, the door would open again.
Right.
Let in air, maybe we walk around outside. There's all kinds of other stuff that can happen, but I make that my thing. So I'm not yelling. Because I don't want the first thing that they hear is me yelling at them.
Right.
I should use this.
But you
Just
won't be
walk in and
teaching
go.
anymore,
That might be awesome.
Mr. Farr. You're no longer teaching.
I know. Which is fine. I'm totally okay with that. Well, I'll be teaching, I just won't be teaching younger students. I'll be teaching teachers.
Which is what you're really good at too.
I'm good at teaching.
I
I
know.
don't care who it is.
I know.
2-year-olds
Somebody actually
to
said
65-year-old.
I went off on a
Okay,
rant
tell them.
this week.
It's true.
And I was laying out all these facts and information, and said to me, "Wow, you really know a lot about this." And I said, "I live with a teacher, and he's taught me a lot over the last 20 years. I should know, and if I don't, I'm in trouble."
You are?
Yeah, this is stuff that we've talked about for years and years and years.
Oh. Okay.
What's on your list?
I don't have much. I wrote on here, I think this happened last week. There was a story about different companies supporting and pledging money towards protesters' causes that are people that are protesting now, like Black Lives Matter and all these other different groups. And I thought it was interesting that it's not just places like Microsoft Corporation, but it's these gaming companies like Xbox, Naughty Dog, Insomniac, Warner Brothers, Bethesda. They're also Square Enix, Ubisoft, big names giving money to these things, and not just giving money, but actually creating a fund to help publish games created by black developers.
What the hell?
Maybe they have scholarships for black
This is your not so
designers.
soft reminder.
God.
So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. That in a space that black folks really kind of aren't really talked about or seen much in, especially gaming. A lot of black gamers out there. It would be like excluding Chinese people from gaming. You know what I mean? I mean, they're playing a lot of games and they're developing games and they have ideas for different kinds of games. You wouldn't exclude Chinese people or Korean people. Hello Tencent, or Korean. And black folks are kind of absent. I mean, I think that they're there. They're in those different shops, but you don't see them. You don't know about them. It's almost like the black filmmakers. You don't get to see them. You don't get to know about them. You don't get to make a choice about the media based on, oh, this was done by black folks. You hear their voices. Actors are there. You're hearing them, but it's not, as far as like these companies, I would say that black folks are, if they're not underrepresented, which I believe they are, but I have no proof of at this moment, but I do believe they are published. Like, we don't see them. We don't know they're there at all. And now we're starting to get games. The Spider-Man, which has got Miles in it.
Miles Morales, baby.
And
Best Spider-Man.
you know, you're getting what's the other one? The one where the man and the woman are fighting each other.
It's something Luke. I can't remember.
And that game has two black protagonists.
Both
They're fighting each other.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we're starting to see it, I would say, a little bit more. You're starting to get more women. And women have the same problem when it comes to the gaming industry. And I think it's good that they're
Also,
thinking about this, because it shouldn't be just black folks. It should be, we are making games that in the games are representing all kinds of people.
Yeah.
From you playing Candy Crush in the corner
I
while
don't
the
play-
zombie apocalypse is happening outside.
I don't play Candy Crush too often.
I
That's
want to
you.
hear that one, man, please. You doing that, and all the way up to, you know, the people that are playing competitive, you know,
Esports.
yeah, you know, they're all there. They're all represented in this space. Why are they not all being a part of it? You know what I mean? When you think of Apple, how many women do you think of?
None.
See what I'm saying? That shouldn't be. And you know, you think of Apple, how many black folks you think of?
None.
You see? You think of Microsoft, how many Indians do you think of?
I don't know.
Really? I think the guy that runs Microsoft is Indian.
I have no clue.
So I'm just saying, I mean, you can take any of these companies and maybe you know a couple of the main developers, but you don't know the people behind the scenes. You get the names and the credits, but you don't know what those people look like or where they came
Right.
from. So it's like while they are there, we don't know they're there, and I think it's important for everybody to be seen. Maybe what they should do is stop rolling credits and start rolling credits with photos.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can see the teams and see what they're. I know Spike Lee did this in Mo Better Blues, where photos accompanied the names. Now I didn't connect them, but you could see photos as the names scrolled through, and that's probably something that should happen. Because if I'm a lesbian woman, I want to know that lesbian women worked on the thing that I may enjoy. Because guess what? Like Life is Strange, there might be lesbian women in the game.
Yeah.
And it's not fair that if they're going to be represented, whose voice is helping develop those characters, helping develop their dialogue? You know, are they really representative of that particular group? And that's kind of where we're getting to now. We're thinking about these things like if you thought about it like a writer's room for a show, right? You're almost saying, and I just saw this somewhere, where they were trying to get someone that represented every single group. What was it? Oh, that was it was the show about the video game, the show that I told you to watch. Oh, I can't remember. It's on Netflix now, and I can't remember it. It's a show about a video game, Mystic something.
Mystic Quest.
Yeah, maybe.
Mystic Kingdom.
No, I think it might be Mystic Quest. That game or that TV show, that Netflix show, they have a moment where they try to, as a gaming company, have someone from every group out there represented in their meeting about what they were doing. And they found out that they basically couldn't achieve it. But the attempt, the idea that you bring people in, I mean, you know, that's kind of important. We're kind of at that point now where exclusion might mean lower sales.
Yeah.
So maybe it's time that these companies start looking at the teams that they've assembled and who is being excluded and how do we get them into our team, excuse me, so that they can be valued by everybody else on that team and seen as of value, not only to the company but to the team members. Something to think about. If you want to find the Traveling Farrs, you can find us on the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, and any place that good podcasts are sold. If you like the Instagram or the Twitters, you can find us at Traveling Farrs. If you like the email, travelingfars@gmail.com, she will be answering your emails. And the blog space, thetravelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry.
Don't forget to check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/thetravelingfars.
Right down there.
Give us your money.
We will take it.
It will be much appreciated.
Help us get those new 300 X's.
We'll make you a shirt.
And I think I need a new Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera.
Yeah, but you can't.
6K.
You can't get the Da Vinci. You said.
Oh, I'm gonna need a new computer anyway.
You and me both.
Yeah, your shit is exploding, slowly exploding. It's like the explosion that's happening in slow mo.
You always give your computer to Keegan.
Or just take Keegan's.
Well, don't take hers because she has no NVIDIA anything. You wouldn't be able
No,
to play.
I don't want it. But the mommy
Oh
would
yeah,
use it.
mommy, you probably need it because.
Say goodbye to the people.
Bye,
I didn't say
people.
peace. Old knees. Say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.
Peace. See you in 3, 4, 5 weeks or something. You know, somewhere around there.
5. Several weeks. Oh no. Oh, pain.
Sure.